Hello, welcome back, everyone. It's another Monday, and that means at 11:45 a.m., it's time for the Monday Minute. I'm Rita Ernst. I'm your host, and I am the author of Show Up Positive. And every Monday, I come to you at 11:45 a.m. live for an 8 to 10-minute dose of positivity to influence your week. And today, we're going to talk about one of the most important antidotes to distrust in relationships and organizations, and that is transparency. And one of the reasons I selected this particular word is let me be transparent with you. This is a pre-recorded edition of the Monday Minute. During my normal recording time, when I usually am live on Mondays, my father is having surgery and I want to be with him at the hospital. So I pre-recorded this one. It is Sunday afternoon. You can see it is a gorgeous Sunday afternoon where I am. The fall foliage. I am out on the porch. The bird song is cacophonous. The wind chimes are going. It's a lovely day here. So this is a pre-recorded. I will not be holding my Zoom conversation after this because of the things that I need to deal with my personal life, but I still wanted to come and talk with you every Monday as I always do. So thank you for joining me, and let's talk about transparency and why transparency is such a good healer of distrust. In his book, Good to Great, Jim Collins did all of this research about what really set apart organizations within a particular segment that completely differentiated themselves and became the iconic brands or known organizations for their particular area. And one of the things that he found that was so significant to their ability to make that pivot and really outpace all the rest of the competition was transparency. The willingness, he called it telling the brutal truth, but the willingness of leaders in the organization to be very forthcoming with all of the truths and facts of the situation so that people could then come together collectively to use their best ideas and thinking to solve for that. You can't have people helping you solve for things when they don't really understand what is going on. And when we take a position that people can't really handle the truth, we are treating them like children. And nobody wants to be treated like a children as a professional adult. So transparency is that lean in, go to, show up positive spark you want to use when people seem to not have confidence in what management is saying, when people are making up their own stories. It's important to pull the organization together and to share the facts as they are appropriate to be shared. And there are a few situations where transparency isn't the right answer. But I have in the book, I'm on page, I think it's around page 250. I'm on my digital book because I don't have my paper copy with me, so my apologies. I'm taking you through the digital book, and it just completely screwed up. There is a table of ways to guide you in transparency. Here, I'm almost back to it, and I want to share that with you. I apologize for this brief delay. Where is transparency? So many good words. Okay, so here are some do's versus don'ts. Do, communicate early. Don't, wait until the rumors have begun. So whenever there is change going on or uncertainty going on, communicate early is really important. Do, communicate often. Don't, only deliver bad news. And you can think about your personal life and relationships as that goes. It's very important that people are hearing from you frequently, but they're not just hearing what's bad. You're keeping them abreast of any progress that is being made and rallying people around the good news too. Do, give all the facts except when the fact is information that cannot be shared legally. You know, my father is in the hospital, HIPAA, right? It's not my right to disclose all of the details of his situation. That's illegal. Sometimes you have to dismiss somebody for cause, and legally you're not allowed to talk about those things. Those are examples. And when you have firm boundaries about that, and you are able to say to people, legally, I cannot disclose any further information. They may not love that answer, but if you're consistent with it, they'll come to trust that. Don't avoid topics just because it makes you uncomfortable or because you're uncertain of how somebody will respond. Those are not reasons to avoid or withhold information. You really need to treat others the way that you want to be treated as a professional adult in the situation. Encourage people to ask questions. Don't send information only in writing. Writing is an avoidance behavior. It's fine to put things in writing so people can reference them, but there also needs to be some face-to-face communication. Do make yourself available. Don't stay behind closed doors. Do invite people to speak their concerns. Don't shut down any means for conversation. Concerns are real, and you ignoring them does not make them go away. It just makes you blind to them, which means you cannot deal with them appropriately. So it is very important that, as scary as it is to maybe feel confronted or have people say things that make you uncomfortable, it is more important that you know what they're really concerned about, what their conversation is about, so that you can help all folks come together collectively and row the boat in the same direction. If everybody is rowing in disparate directions, you're going to go in circles and you're not going to get anywhere meaningful. So you really need to know what the conversation is, and you need to listen and influence it in smart ways. But mainly, people often just need to be heard. Do speak unwavering faith in the team. This is from Jim Collins' research. Don't downplay the facts, no matter how brutal they are. Don't downplay it. Be completely frank and honest so people know they can trust you. Do ask people what they need. Don't assume quiet equals agreement. Don't assume quiet equals agreement. Ask people, give them space to talk to you. So those are my do's and don'ts for how you can be more transparent. I invite you this week to really think about, you're in the fourth quarter, you're bringing it home for the end of the year. And how do you rally people? If you've been having a great year, be honest and say, we're having a great year, but it would be wonderful if we could push and do even more. If you're behind, if you're at risk, then be honest about where you're at risk and what the implications of that could be for the organization. I think a lot of times, especially for you small business owners, people really need to know if you are feeling distressed about things in the business, because they care about you as much as they care about the business, and they want to be able to help you, but they can't do that if you don't let them in. So I hope you'll think about transparency this week, and please hit me up in the comments. Let me know that you caught this. It's broadcasting at the normal time, but I am not actually with you live, and I will not be opening the Zoom room on this Monday. So I'll catch you guys back next week. Let me know you were here. I appreciate you in the comments. And again, thanks for joining me. I'll see you soon. Bye.